6/31/04, day 9, talking about day 8. Today we spent the majority of the day traveling back to Eagle River. The day began with getting the paper. It was interesting and very sad to note that the remains of a climber from 1969 who had died had become uncovered on Mount McKinley. In addition, I guess a climber had an accident and died Sunday on the mountain. After leaving the lodge, we headed out to the Denali Highway. This is a gravel road that heads out and away from Denali. It was supposed to have really gorgeous views of the mountains. Due to the clouds and haze, we couldn't see much. After about 20 miles, we decided to stop and turn around. We got out for a few pictures and were overwhelmed by the many mosquitoes. They were literally swarming around us. I have never been in insects this thick. One interesting thing I've noticed with the mosquitoes is that while they are very aggressive and large, I actually do not seem to have much of a reaction to their sting. Anyways, after a few jokes about what it would be like changing a flat tire in these insects, we started back. After about 5 miles, we noticed a small brown animal in the road. We quickly stopped and jumped out with cameras ready. It was a porcupine, which quickly waddled off into the brush. We headed back to the car, and lo and behold, there was the flat tire. All I could picture was that the car insurance commercial with the squirrels. Not sure what that means now, but I could picture the porcupine meeting a friend in the bush and having a big old laugh. Dad, Pete, and I quickly changed it to the donut and sent the tire with Mom, Paula, Beth, and the girls to the tire shop we saw at the entrance to the Denali Highway. Maybe we should have paid more attention to this little detail. Well, we shortly got underway and proceeded laughing hysterically about what we could expect at the tire service center. Thoughts of Deliverance and the classic, "We don't usually open on Wednesday," were going through our head. At one point, we saw something up ahead on the road. It appeared to be a caribou at first, but as we got closer, it turned out to be a guy on a bicycle. We got a picture of him and figure we can crop in a cloud of mosquitoes chasing him later on. About 3 miles from the tire center, we saw a sign advertising the tire center. This definitely called for a photo opportunity. We got to the garage, waited, and finally got the tire fixed. It turns out the garage was closed when we got there, but the owner of the gas station next to it called in a new guy who was starting work for the first time in the garage. Turns out it was actually her husband. He did a good job, and we were quickly on our way. The rest of the trip was fairly uneventful. We made it back, had dinner out, and then made it back to Ron and Joellen's. We put together their new grill, then Ron, Judy, and I played dominoes, which I won. Surprise. The day ended. I got a little picture here of the porcupine with their car and the flat tire.